Two national champions. Lincoln McIlravy
Here we go.
and Chris Bono, who took the title when McIlravy was out last year. McIlravy they're both, in terms of eligibility, seniors.
Both NCAA
Two
champions.
terrific wrestlers.
Very good competitors they're good at forcing people to wrestle their style, so that's good.
Okay, what are the styles now here? What do you have to look for? I know that Bono feels he's got to stay in and tie up, right?
Yeah, he's aggressive but controlled. He's got a lot of hand fighting. He keeps good position. He keeps moving forward, very strong with good defense. But McIlravy's wide open style. He'll test your fitness. He'll try to make the match wide open and high scoring.
And
so
he
it's
can
about
shoot.
as contrasting as you can get.
That's right. McIlravy can shoot something from anywhere. There's a heel pick. He might even pick on the other side. He gives you so much to think about. But Bono stays in front of you. Now he has a single leg, just for a second.
Bono's very difficult to wrestle because he's conservative. He capitalizes on mistakes because of his body type, and he's very smart. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
They met, Tim, if you remember 2 years ago, when there was a lot
Bono
of difference.
doesn't want to remember.
No, it was 22-10 or something like that. But Bono has improved as much as anybody in the world in the last 2 years, except maybe Lincoln McIlravy says.
Except maybe Lincoln McIlravy.
Except maybe me.
He's taken his skills to another level.
Break it. Out of bounds.
Trying to make that Olympic team, coming off that disappointing loss in the finals a couple of years ago to Steve Marinetti from Illinois. And he's really taken it to another level, according to Coach Gable.
Timeout.
Timeout for some reason. Put him back to the center. A minute and 39 seconds left. And Bono has the leg.
He does have the leg.
What do you do with it, though? That's the question. Goes to the double. I don't think anybody's going to score on this one. Nope, they're out of bounds.
This is really a battle for position.
Chris Bono of Iowa State and Lincoln McIlravy from Phillips, South Dakota. Took last year off in the Olympic trials. He had a bad match, he says, in the Olympic trials. And did not make the Olympic team.
Almost made it.
But where's he going to be in 2000, I'll tell you. There's where Bono wants to be. He wants to control that head with a headlock.
Well, and that's exactly right, Doug. He wants to handle the frantic pace of McIlravy.
You can't do it any better than to get that front headlock on him and work off of that. So far, Bono has controlled what he wants to control. You have to give him that. It's a minute left in the first period. Bono again has the front headlock.
Both wrestlers dedicated, determined, hardworking wrestlers.
My timeout. Here we go.
Well, we've heard each coach talk about the other coach's man in glowing terms.
Well, yeah, and both of them say that McIlravy may be the best 150-pounder ever. And they both say that Bono, they've never seen anybody work any harder than Bono at improving his skills. Kind of a Rocky-type story here.
0-0, but you can't say there hasn't been any activity. Bono, again, has the tie-up. And with the whizzer, he's able to control the situation as they go out of bounds when McIlravy cuts the angle.
And you're right, Doug. He is able. He has been able to take McIlravy out of his game plan, because if Lincoln had his way, he'd have 8 to 10 points scored by now. He loves those high-point matches for him.
There's a nice heel pick by McIlravy. The first time he's had one.
There's two.
And there is a takedown on the edge of the mat after close but no cigar all the way through the period. With 13 seconds left in the first period, McIlravy makes his first really good shot and comes away with two.
He goes right down to the near low ankle right there, and is just crowds, comes in for the low double and gets the 2 points.
Out of bounds with about 2 seconds to go. McIlravy 2 and Bono 0.
Line slowly.
As I recall, Bono will get his choice in the order of things here at the second period.
Great.
There's Lisa McIlravy.
No, McIlravy gets a choice.
Lisa's pregnant with first child for Lincoln and Lisa, and Lincoln's parents on either side of her. All the way from South Dakota, as they usually are.
Bottom man set, top man.
McIlravy takes the down position. Bono begins on top. Now, he knows he can't ride McIlravy very long. He'd like to get maybe 20 seconds out of it. I don't think he's going to get 20 seconds this time.
1.
3-0 McIlravy. 2 national champions at the same weight.
That was very telling right there.
Here we go.
Bono got in on a single, but right away his position was destroyed by McIlravy and got his hips extended a bit and didn't even come close to finishing the single that he started against Lincoln because of the hip power that Lincoln showed there.
3-0 score. Bono still working the control. Now there goes McIlravy in on the leg one more time. And he's destroying the position of Bono a little bit more than he was before.
No.
Out of
Just
bounds.
barely out, just barely out. He had it working the way he wanted to. The knees slipped out of bounds. And the McIlravy's said almost.
He's chaining wrestling a little more now. You can tell McIlravy's confidence is up. He's putting moves back to back now.
And when you've beaten someone 6 times, your confidence has to feel pretty good. It's a big wall to break through for Chris Bono.
And there's a warning against Bono now for inactivity in the second period. He was very active in the first period, but McIlravy has had him just a little bit on his heels, and you don't dare go back on your heels against Lincoln McIlravy.
A couple ways Chris wants to see improvement, I'm sure, is to not let the score get away like it did a couple of years ago, but to also score against McIlravy. Until he can score against McIlravy, he's never going to beat him.
Action.
Sounds very logical to me.
Yeah.
But I know exactly what you mean. McIlravy goes all the way in. You know that looks easy, but it's really very subtle, the kinds of pressures and angles he's using in there. Because Bono is a stable wrestler. He doesn't go down that way with most people.
He made, here's the single leg and to the takedown for 2 points. And you made a point earlier about Bono being a very improved wrestler, and then we alluded to McIlravy maybe just as improved.
Yeah.
And that tells you what kind of intensity and desire McIlravy has to take it from the level of being one of the very best to another level yet.
Now he's willing to get on here and ride. I think he wants to see if what he can work from the top.
That shows confidence right there. You know, he knows he's got it going on his feet. Now he says, I want to control on top. I want to dominate.
On the mat. Out.
And the second period ends. It was all McIlravy. He had an escape and a takedown, and Bono was warned for stalling in there. It's 5-zip.
He's going to choose to just let Bono away and go after him on his feet again and keep dominating.
Use an international start. Give Bono his first point.
There we go.
Bono isn't sure he wants to go yet.
That's 1.
Wants to figure out what to do next or where McIlravy's going to go next. Now Bono goes right for the leg.
Now he's got it, and McIlravy's able to slip out and
look
back
at him come
in.
back.
And the pressure continues on by McIlravy right there, and this is real important for Chris Bono to stop.
But it looks like a very free pressure. You know what I mean? It's not a straight-ahead pressure. It's just an imaginative, athletic pressure coming from all angles.
Well, you know, McIlravy is certainly going to test Bono's defense and conditioning with his attack, that's for sure.
And again, Bono makes the leg, but has not even come close to the takedown as they go out of bounds. 5-1 now with 1 minute and 17 seconds left to go in the match. Iowa has won 3 out of 4 and has rolled to a 13-3 lead over Iowa State. We're at 150 pounds. You'll have Joe Williams against one of 2 young wrestlers for Iowa State at 158 when we come back after intermission.
Boy, I'll tell you, that's textbook. Was able to get in, was able to take his leg all the way around and hook, and then reach through for the double and finish it taking Bono down to the mat. Terrific takedown, terrific pressure late in the match.
What they used to call a bar scar here, McIlravy, this is a national champion he's beating, and he and of course Dan Gable are very quick to show that at some point in the match, if you can break the other guy, you can break his spirit. You can roll it up, and I think he feels it's close to doing that.
Lisa happy wife right now, encouraging her husband on as she always does.
There was a point there given to McIlravy. Bono was charged with inactivity again, backing out, and it's 8-2. 6-point lead for McIlravy over Bono.
McIlravy likes to get himself and put himself in a position to scramble, open up,
Circle in,
really
circle
wide
in.
open style
Out.
right there.
Here we go, guys.
And he has Chris Bono very frustrated here, you can tell. It's 8-2
Six.
with only 10 seconds, 9 seconds left to go.
And it's not hard to tell who forced the other to wrestle their style.
That's right. One period, Bono was controlling the match without being able to score.
Good match, guys. Watch that.
But McIlravy started with the second, and away he went. 8-2, an impressive victory for the returning former national champion Lincoln Mcllravy. And that makes it 16-3, the end of the 150-pound match. And as you know, Dan Gable is considering retiring following this season after 21 years of coaching the Iowa Hawkeyes. And earlier, our John Kelling spoke with Coach Gable about the possibilities